Yeah,
I made it in.
I think I made it.
Last second edition.
Yeah. We are here.
Timer started yet?
Do what? Did we start yet? Of course
Yeah.
we started.
Yes, you started already.
All right.
No, we didn't start. It's a fresh draw. So what are we doing today?
Well, I think we decided we're going to do a little Gambit going on here.
Little Gambit action. All right.
Gambit, yeah. Then get your thing. But actually, we'll start off. Let everybody introduce themselves once again. We'll start up at the top left, up there with you, Tommy.
Hey, Thomas Florimonte. Inking, drawing for everybody. That kind of thing. Next.
We're going down to Steven there.
I'm Steven Butler. I am a 37, I think, year veteran of the comic book industry. And we'll see if I can finish this tonight.
Yeah, I know. That's why I cheated a little bit. I got started already.
Actually, Steven, are you using your phone?
I am.
Turn it sideways. It'll put it. It'll open it up bigger.
Oh, that's true.
If you look how you're.
I thought I did have it sideways. Hang on a minute.
Oh, now he's gone. All right, I'm just keep drawing because we're on a limit.
All right, well, Brian, you go ahead and you can introduce yourself.
Hey, I'm Brian. I'm an illustrator. I do mostly painting, but I do fantasy work, horror, and stuff like that. So that's what I do.
Where would we have seen some of your stuff, Brian?
Oh, mostly role-playing game books.
Oh.
Independent ones. I never worked at a big company, so.
What's some of the bigger the ones you? I know one big one that everybody would know.
That's White Wolf.
White Wolf.
White Wolf. I've done a few comics.
There we go. Oh, you had it. If you rotate, if you rotate your phone, it's on the thing. It should put it where it's long ways.
Stephen, what we didn't tell you is that we're sabotaging you so we can be done before you get done.
Well, whatever it is, it's working. My tech person's not here, so I don't even know what I did. Okay, I think I'm back now. Now I need to do the back camera. Okay, I think I'm on.
There you go.
I'm just going to hold it in my hand because I can't get it to work on that other thing. All right, do it.
Good. That'll even make it easier for us to be done before you get done.
All right, so we're doing it. Talk about doing Gambit this time around. Our favorite little local Cajun superhero, which there's quite a bit of controversy about what his first appearance is, but some people say it's that Uncanny X-Men 266. Some people saying it's the X-Men Annual, but you never know.
So, but being that you're a store owner, what do you say it is?
I say whichever one sells.
Okay. Do you have any copies?
I mean, in chronologically, the X-Men Annual came out first, number 14, but in the story, supposedly the 266 came out first.
So why are they saying if the Annual came out first, why are they saying that the book was first, even though it was way later? I don't.
How many times you had stuff come out on time?
That's true.
I thought it might have something to do with maybe he just had like a small cameo or something. That seems to be the sticking point for a lot of these controversies.
That's what they're claiming is the Annual is a cameo, but he's in 10 pages and 15 panels, has full-on conversations. Storm calls him Gambit and refers to him as a thief and everything else. So,
okay, so it's not that then.
Yep. But as we talked about that earlier, it's kind of like McFarlane. He considers Spider-Man 299 to be the first Venom, and pretty much everybody else considers it to be 300.
Right. I know there was a thing with one of the Liefeld characters. I can't remember who, Captain X or Mr. X or whatever his name was. Major X. And there was some big thing with his first appearance, and it was a big brouhaha. But then again, a lot of stuff is a big brouhaha with when that guy's involved.
Yeah,
So,
apparently he won't even sign them at shows. Yeah, apparently Major X #1 was supposed to be his first appearance, but somehow or another he got put in an issue of Spider-Man Deadpool, and yeah, caused a bunch of craziness.
yeah, drama.
So,
Well,
so Steven, you just got back from a convention though, didn't you?
I did. We Lily and I went to Little Rock, Arkansas for the Arkansas Comic Con. It was a really good show, but it was a long trip. I was glad to be home. We left Sunday. It was a Friday, Saturday, and Sunday show, and we left after the show was over on Sunday. I think it was like 5, and drove the whole way home and got home about, I don't know, 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning. I was pooped. But
Did Lily help you drive?
Did what now?
Lily help you drive?
Not this time. She slept a long way.
That is not cool. I wish she was on tonight. We could yell at her.
Yeah. Next time, though. Next time. Of course, the next show that we have is in Mobile, so that's.
Oh, of course she'd drive to Mobile.
So,
that's right in your backyard.
She probably will drive that. That's at the end of the month. So, but yeah, it was cool. My next door neighbor was Steve Lealoa, who I have been a fan of since. Good Lord, I was a kid, and he's still at it and doing really good work. And I even drew a Spider Woman because that was one of the titles he worked on. I drew a Spider Woman for him to do some inks on. So that'll be cool to see him do something with that. But and I remember we were in the hallway going. Oh, I think this was a Sunday, and there was this, and I had to go back and look for something. I was trying to find the green room, and I couldn't find it. Then came back out, and Lily was talking to this really tall dude, and I looked at him, and I'm like, oh, that's Adam Baldwin. Lily had no clue. Lily had no clue who he was. Real friendly guy, But it's one of those things where you run into one of the celebrities outside of a signing. They're just in there.
Right.
What would you call it? Civilian garb. They were just just walking around, just a dude. He's really tall, and I told him that. He said, "Yeah, it's a blessing and a curse," but really cool dude.
And you're like, man, he looks familiar.
Yeah. All of the other Baldwins are grounded and normal.
I don't know how this
one particular.
I don't know how this one is related to the others. I don't know if he's one of the brothers.
I don't think Adam Baldwin is related to the rest of them.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm not. Let me look and make sure. I don't think he is though.
I just think of like acting dynasties,
Yeah. This one, he was the one on Firefly.
Like the Carradines. Okay, right. Yeah.
No, they are not related. They are not related at all.
Okay. Never mind.
Okay. Right. Oh, that's funny because he looked nothing like him. But then again, Stephen Baldwin don't look like any of his brothers. Not to me, anyway. He must take after the other side of the family.
When I first met Stephen, I thought he was Jeffrey Butler.
Oh,
most people do. I didn't get it at this con, but just about every con I go to, I get people bringing me a Badger book that Jeffrey Butler drew, and
because you did Badger too.
Yeah, right. That it didn't help that we both worked on the same book, but I have to tell them, and sometimes they wait in line a long time, and I hate to tell them that, but don't want them to go away dejected or anything. But most of them,
so you sign it anyway?
No. If it was a kid, I would, but these are grown adults. And you would think that they would know the difference by now, but a lot of them don't.
You might get a baby Finster collector.
Yeah. Well, and I know Jeff. He's we're like friends. I mean, I've never met him face to face, but I talk to him online fairly often, and we always joke. I don't know if he gets it as much as I do, but I get mistaken for him all the time.
Well, y'all do look a lot alike.
I don't know. He's kind of got that mountain man look to him from what I've seen. I don't think he works in comics anymore. I think he's a teacher.
I haven't seen anything in forever,
but I could be wrong.
Yeah, it's like, well, I think it was MegaCon. They had Jim Chung sitting next to Frank Cho, and I was waiting in the line for Frank or for Jim Chung, and like two guys ahead of me. They walk up there with something, and he's like, "No, it's the other Asian."
The other Asian. Oh Lord! I always wondered if Jay Lee ever got confused with Jim Lee. Completely different styles, but I mean, Jay Lee did work for him. Well, he had a book at Image, and so about it, maybe not quite as popular, but he was popular back in the day.
Oh yeah, that Hell Shock series or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, let me see here.
Lost my marker.
Uh-oh.
No time to be losing your stuff. No time to be losing your mind.
Steve's got to have reference here. I see his comic on the side.
Ooh, Steven's cheating too?
Oh, you got to cheat as well?
Oh, no.
Huh?
Hey, I've already cheated earlier. I'm not cheating.
I'm not cheating. You're cheating.
No, now it shows when people walk up and they want me to do a commission. I pull my phone out and I just scroll through the thing and I'm like, who do you want? They go, well, I want Nightwing. And I'm like, which Nightwing? And they go, well, Nightwing. And so I flip through and I say, here, tell me when to stop. And that's the one I'll draw. Because everybody's got 1,000 different costumes.
Yeah, especially them, especially Batman. Good Lord.
Yeah.
You have to ask which version you want on him because there's so many different ones out there.
What I love is each one of y'all decided to draw a more tightly done, not even bother doing the animated version of Gambit, make it easier on yourself.
I don't know.
Mine's still a simpler cartoony one.
I guess we just defer to the default mode.
I just remembered Jim Lee's version. That's a long time ago.
Well, actually, that's what I got for reference over here. I wouldn't remember what his costume looked like.
Yeah, I forgot about his chest piece that he's got. Got that weird shirt thing.
Those weird metallic boots that he wore, which I have no idea why he's wearing them, but
yeah,
hey, it was the 90s.
Yeah.
So it was Lily's idea to do Gambit because she's in love with him, and then she's not here. What happened?
Yeah, she's not here. Well, I'm not gonna lie. She forgot about it. She forgot about it and had to go. She's over there visiting. Went to see some friends, and I told her, but I didn't tell her until I said, that thing's coming up at 7:00, and she said, "Oh, I'm going to miss it because I can't break out of." I think she's going to. I don't know.
She couldn't have, if she's at a restaurant, she couldn't have pulled her phone out and just angled it down and
started drawing on a napkin or something.
Yeah,
that might not be a bad idea for a future. I'll have to put that in the back of my mind for a future episode. Drawing 30-minute, whatever we're calling this thing, 30-minute comic book chaos from the hibachi place.
There you go. I'm going to do that.
Yeah, it might actually be fun, or Mexican or somewhere.
McDonald's. I'm drawing from McDonald's.
Yeah. Now, Scott, I'm going to mention something, and I saw your post, and I hated that I missed Mike at your store, the signing that he did for his birthday and stuff, and I wish I could have been there, but hopefully I'll get him next time he comes. But I saw that you had posted his his commission prices and his sketches and stuff like that. And I don't know if I've ever really talked to you about this before, but I struggle with myself personally, I struggle going to shows about what to charge for autographs, and now I've come up on my prices because, well, Christy Butler told me that a long time ago. Steve, you got to come up on your prices now because you know these people aren't your charity, we're your charity, so you gotta, and I did that, but I still don't charge for autographs, but every show that I go to, people ask me, they bring up their comics and stuff for me to sign, and I do it, and then they're going into their wallet saying how much for it, and I say I don't charge for autographs, and they look at, I get this stare like, you got to be kidding me, kind of a thing. So it's like I'm assuming that they're coming to expect it from
with the
all the
age of
artists.
eBay and everything, and people are getting stuff signed, just turn around and flip, and like he even charges more if it's a witness thing, so he knows they're probably going to flip it. But what was not on the paper, and me and Tommy actually were talking about this earlier. Like if you brought in like 3 books and you wanted them, like you want them signed and personalized to you, he wasn't charging for it.
So, I think that's
personalized to you, where it's very obvious it's not going to be turned around and be flipped, and basically.
Oh, right.
And I even asked him. He told me a long time ago. He was sitting with Sergio Aragones and at a show, and this was a long time ago, and a guy came up with a short box full of books, plopped them on the table, and asked Sergio to sign them all. And Sergio said, "Well, if I sign them, do you think they'll go up $2 in price?" He goes, "Oh yeah, of course, probably more than that." So Sergio said, "I'll split it with you and charge him $1 a signature." Well, and I think, see, I know Mike, it was years and years ago. I mean, his was, the first 3 were free, and it was like $3 for everyone after that. Then it went up a little bit here and there, but I think it's just going to be the norm with the age of eBay. People are just getting stuff signed to turn around and try to up the value so they can flip it. And let's be honest, if that's going to be the case, you're taking your time and your effort, and like I said, I with the benefit of knowing a lot of people on the creative side, a lot of people don't realize that you go do a weekend show. We've talked about this, but you go do a weekend show, a Friday, Saturday, Sunday show, like you just went. Wednesday you're getting prepared to go. Thursday you're traveling and doing all this stuff. Friday is the show. Saturday is the show. Sunday is the show. And if you're lucky, you're leaving out Sunday night. But even then, you're exhausted Monday. So Monday, if we're flying back Monday, so Monday is a wash. So doing a 3-day show takes almost a week. 7 days. It takes 6 days out of your work week.
Sure does. Yeah.
Right.
So, a lot of people don't understand that, and I've also heard numerous times before, I've heard people complain, why am I paying for an autograph, or why am I paying for this? Even with celebrities, I bought your CD or I bought your comic book. I've already given you money. Like, no, that was like, you got to understand these are things that were done decades ago. Yes, you got money from it 20 years ago, but you're taking your time out now to go do these shows, time out of your regular work schedule that you're having to work on regular paying projects to go do.
Yes. Okay. Well, that's a healthy way of looking at it that I hadn't really thought about before. I know there's some of these guys that come up to me and and I don't know if this is a new thing, and I don't know, Tommy, if you get this, or Brian, if you get this as well, but they'll come up to me with a comic book, usually a Spider-Man or something I did a long time ago, and it's in the plastic, but there's a place in the plastic that's cut out.
Yes.
And it's got like blue painter's tape, the kind that won't stick on anything. They got the blue painter's tape on it.
Because that's where they want you to sign.
Yeah, they want you to sign it there, and they don't want you to take it out of the bag. They want you to sign it right there. That's why.
And about those are flippers. Time, that means there's getting it sent off to be graded.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's a surefire sign for it.
Telltale sign of it right there.
I mean, I'll be honest with you. It wouldn't surprise me. I mean, I don't see a problem, especially if somebody brings up a big stack of them, charging a few bucks or whatever for autographs. It's kind of one of those things. Now, also too, one of the other things, so he also had some of his merch. He had that hardcover Art of Mike Grell that they had just got done, plus a lot of the Kickstarter incentives that they had. And there were some of them were like $20-$30. There was no charge to put a signature on those. The signature
Right.
he was fine if you bought one of those things from him. The signature. So if you bought a $20 print from him, the signature came free with it. The fee was only for comics if you weren't going to have them personalized to you.
Okay.
I kind of think that's the way it should be.
Yeah. Yeah. Now I
I mean, I
always
wouldn't
ask
have an
people.
issue if you wanted to charge, heck, start off with a couple of bucks, and do the same thing. The first few are free, but if you want to get 10 of them signed, well, it'll be $2 or $3 a piece for each one after the first three,
Right.
But if you want to personalize to you, we'll do, a handful of them, But the problem with that too is that when they do that, especially have people in line, they're taking up time that other people who actually want to come meet you and possibly buy artwork or prints, it takes up time from that.
True. I guess that would be a good rule of thumb that you could have. Now we weren't slammed at this. Well, we kind of were on Saturday, but it wasn't. I didn't have a really, really long line. They would come in. They would come in spurts, waves, whatever. And once we were done, we were able to move on. But there were some that did bring more than one, comic, to sign. And if somebody would come with a, I don't know, like that. I don't want to name names, but if somebody comes with a wagon full of
stuff,
comics to sign, you're going to be there a while, and they're taking. They might not even realize it or even care, but they're taking up your time while they're doing that. So I totally see charging for that.
And I've seen people too, and in cases like that, so they'll say, okay, well, I'll sign 10 of them or 5 of them. After that, you got to go to the end of the line, let more people come through, and when you come back around, I'll sign more.
Yeah.
I wish I had a line. Man.
But I mean,
you don't have a line over at when you set up at Pensacon?
I get people walking by said, "Oh, that's interesting."
It's quite the thing though. Is you got to be courteous of other people that are there.
Yeah.
But also, like I said, it's just like I was explaining before. A lot of people don't realize you've taken time out of your regular work week of being able to doing your real job.
Yeah.
To go do these things, and you're not making money from your real job. So yes, I mean, I don't see an issue with charging for your autograph.
Yeah. Well, I just wanted to get your perspective on it, just because it's just something that I haven't done before, but it's become more apparent that, hey dude, you need to get with the program, and especially when the fans themselves are looking at you like, why aren't you charging for your autograph?
Yeah.
Everybody
else
does.
And you don't have to charge like $100 or anything like that. But I mean, there's nothing wrong with charging $2 or $3 for or heck, even $5. So you don't have to keep as much change around. You don't have to keep a bunch of ones. You just charge $5 for, like I said, first 3 are free, and then anything after that is $5 per autograph.
Right.
That's funny that you talked about keeping all the change around. So I purposely don't mark anything that's where I have to bring ones.
Right.
Yeah. So don't want to make change. That kind of change.
Yeah.
Not the man on mirror kind of change.
Most of our we have some that still pay in cash, but most of our transactions are card swipes.
Yeah, that's the show I did this past weekend was all cards.
Yeah, I'd say I'd probably 75 or more % of the money we make are card swipes.
Well, it's so much easier to do in that. Actually, you got to carry around a bunch of cash, and plus you don't have to worry about I don't have enough. It's right there on your card.
Yeah, exactly. I tell you, one guy that had a line at that show, and we were right across from Scott Ennis at this show, and he did well. I mean, he pretty much has you walk in, it's like you're walking into a Scooby-Doo store. at his place. But the guy that had the biggest line of all, I don't know, maybe some of the other celebrities did, but Tom Kenny, the SpongeBob guy.
Oh,
I mean, when that door opened, people were running to get to his booth, and that dude stayed
you thought they
busy.
were coming to see you?
Yeah, the whole entire time. They didn't even know we were there. They went right by us like a bat out of the hot place.
I hate to say this, but I can't even see what Steven's drawing down there.
Can you not? It's because I'm holding the phone in my hand and I'm not looking at the phone, and I'm moving around and stuff. Can you see it now?
Nah, just see mine.
I'm like,
maybe
right
it's the
here,
size of the
hey,
screen.
hey.
There he is. Oh, is that
like
how you're supposed to draw his legs? Dang, I gotta change mine. Hold on, let me redo
He's
it.
popping a squat in mine.
We're taking turns with. It's like my Spider-Man from last week. Batman.
Batman.
Batman. Yeah.
Now, if Michael was here, he would have drawn 4 or 5 of them.
Yeah, we're gonna have to invest into, or I'll have to give you one of the webcams from here, Steve.
Oh yeah.
That way you got your laptop, huh?
Well, I do have a laptop, but I'm shooting this from my phone.
No, so I'm saying next time we do this, we'll have to get you on your laptop and hook the webcam up to it. That way you ain't got to sit there and hold on to everything.
Right. Well, I could probably do it this way, but I just couldn't figure out how to orient my phone.
I almost forgot to draw his trench coat.
Yeah, that's kind of important.
What?
His trench coat.
Oh, his trench coat. Yeah.
Yeah. Oops. I'm just going to do that. That's what I'm doing. There it is. That's it. Period.
Come on, graphite, quickly. I'm trying to get down as much as I can because we're at a time crunch.
Who says we're at a time crunch?
Well, I know how it works.
I don't know what's going on.
It'd be fun to finish it while we're on the thing, but I'm not too worried about it. I actually was able to sell the Batman.
That's excellent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let everybody know if you're interested in any of the pieces that are being done on here. You can, at the end of here, it'll give you all the information on how to contact everybody. So you can actually end up with one of these pieces you see being drawn on here if you contact them.
Yeah.
Right? May vary.
Yep.
Yeah. Easy to get in touch with.
Okay. Well, my guy needs hair. Hold on. Stupid hair.
I'm assuming we haven't had any comments or anything yet.
Nothing as of yet. We've had quite a few people in and out, but no comments as of yet.
Okay. Oh, that's cool. Most people just come to watch us draw anyway.
Well, come and listen in and see what's going on. So
yeah.
Dad had an idea of who we should do next week.
Who that?
For what we should do, like who we should draw. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think you ought to do. We ought to have an amalgam week where you take two characters and kind of put them together into one.
Well, that's not what you said. You said something else earlier.
Well, what was it? Deadpool?
No. Yeah, we should have done Deadpool because it could have that Deadpool Batman comic that just came out.
Batman Deadpool comic comes out this week.
Oh, really?
No,
okay.
We're talking about doing a female character.
Okay. Oh, Harley. Yeah, probably do Harley too. I mean, that would be kind of a cool one.